lines, starters orders and ready to jump. The High Gain Mansfield Cup field of 2019 are set. Ready and on their journey now. And they jump to a good line in the cup from wide out. My Boy Eagle is showing intent of rolling forward. So too is Jaws of Life in the early part and Unruly Student. So the Manning runners want to be forward. From the inside barrier stall, Florence is handy to the speed. And Earthling is just behind the Vashon Cooper, who's shooting for a treble. Over on the inside was the favourite Murphy's Corner, who's got a good position the rail. Malamane, it's outside. Then followed by De Hughes, who's caught 3 wide, maybe even wider. No luck out there. Followed next to My Boy Eagle in the run. Then followed by Danger Pet, who is second to last. And Miss Von Lossie likes to find her feet. And at the 1,000 metres, she's spotting the speed 10 lengths as they're about to run into the back in the High Gain Mansfield Cup. And shown in the way, it's Jaws of Life who controls the cup from its stablemate. Unruly Student the outside. Then followed by My Boy Eagle, who's 3 deep at the 800 and had no luck. Then followed by Florence. Next in running was Earthling, who's covered up. De Hughes might have a little bit of cover out there now. Then followed by Murphy's Corner. Next in running in the check cap was Malamane, who's midfield with 2 behind it. They being Danger Pet, who was second to last. And Miss Von Lossie is about to begin her trek from back in the field. 6.50 to travel in the cup. And the leader running them along, it's Jaws of Life. One of the Manning runners. Here's Sean Cooper circling them again. And he's coming into it with Earthling. It's shooting for 3 wins on the trot and it went running for home. Miss Von Lossie's wide on the track and right there. So's Danger Pet. De Hughes gets to the outside into the straight. Miss Von Lossie circled them and went for home. Trying hard was Earthling, then followed by Danger Pet, but Miss Von Lossie is off and gone. Tim Grace, what a day. Tim Grace takes out both the features and beats Danger Pet. What a good run first up. Then followed by Unruly Student in third placing. And then we had next in running the cup was Earthling. Further back to Florence, Malamane, De Hughes, Murphy's Corner. And amongst the last one in was My Boy Eagle. Tim Grace, what a day. First the Mansfield Diamond, now the Mansfield Cup. He'd ought to make sure he doesn't get robbed on the way out of here, Tim Grace. He's taken that much out of the town today. Take a bow, young man, in his first season of riding. And Miss Von Lossie was ridden patiently at the back of the field, but gee, the minute he stoked it up, you could tell it was right there. By the time it got to the top of the straight, it had a couple of lengths on them and was off and gone. Miss Von Lossie has run a super race and he's crowned the 2019 High Gain Mansfield Cup hero. Here he is. Give him a cheer, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, he'll be getting used to it. Tim Grace as he sends the winner up the straight. Miss Von Lossie, this one's trained by his father. It'll mean plenty to him. The young man's had an absolute day out today. Well, he's on first name basis with Craig Willis already, so he's well and truly comfortable up on the podium. And he'll be with him shortly. But Miss Von Lossie, the winner. 7, 8, 3 and 1, your numbers. 7, 8, 3 and 1. 4 3/4, so it's absolutely trotted in. 4 3/4 by 3/4 of a length. And 1:41.71 was the overall time. Number 7, Miss Von Lossie, has gone on to score. Second over the line was 8, Danger Pet. Stable was confident it could run a big race, and that it did. Third in was number 3, Unruly Student. And fourth in was number 1, Earthling. 7, 8, 3 and 1. 4 3/4 by 3/4 of a length. 1:41.71 the overall time. But the star of the show, Tim Grace, has put on a masterclass performance here today in front of the Mansfield crowd. They've run a time of 1:41.71.